What's goody? Hey man, so sorry to be getting this video out to y'all so late, man. Been busy and everything like that, but we are here with our 2025-2026 NFL playoff bracket, and let me tell you right now, I haven't really looked at this too much. I haven't really thought about any of these matchups too much, but I know that the Rams and the Panthers game starts in about 20 minutes, so we are not about to sit here and spend too much time on this, but like for the most part, I know I've watched all of these teams a bunch, and I know for the most part who I think is really good and who I think is don't really good, and I know for the most part what each one of these teams is good at and everything like that. So immediately first, Rams are beating the Panthers. The Panthers beat us earlier in the season. It was a very bad game. I think Matthew Stafford had like 3 picks in that game, and he hadn't thrown a pick in like 8 weeks before that. So it was just a bad game for us, and I still think we lost by like a touchdown or something. It might not have even been a touchdown. It might have been like a field goal at the end of the game. The Rams are the better team. We have not been playing great lately, and I think the Rams win this game by a good amount because I just kind of think, I don't know. I can't decide if I think the Rams are going to win this game by like a touchdown or win this game by like 17, and I'm leaning towards win by like 17 because I do think some momentum going up into our next matchup will be really important, especially because it gets tough in the NFC, real tough in the NFC and everything like that, no matter who you play. So you can't really just kind of lollygag your way through the NFC. I think going in with some momentum for the Rams is going to be super huge into the next round. So they got to get past Carolina first, obviously, but I think we do that, and I think we take care of them pretty easily. Not easily, but pretty comfortably. And then Bears-Packers, I wrote about this game. This is the game that's tonight. I believe the Bears are going to win. I know Jordan Love is back. I know Josh Jacobs is feeling healthy again. But, dude, that defense has no threats on the D-line outside of Micah Parsons. So you have no pass rush. You don't have the best run defense in the league. So automatically, I'm assuming that the Bears, who are one of the best running teams in the league, are going to dominate you. And while I don't think they are going to be a dominant pass team or anything like that, I do think they will have some success, especially maybe with some deep bombs, like some play action type of stuff, because of how dominant the run game is probably going to be in this game. I think this is going to be a really good game. This probably comes down to like a field goal finish or something like that, especially because it's a rivalry game. But I'm going to go with the Bears. Bold picking the young team, the unproven team, the team that's kind of been just a surprisingly good team, an overachieving team this entire season. But I mean, if Micah Parsons was here, I'd probably pick the Packers. But I'm gonna pick the Bears. And I say I'm kind of confident in this pick. I'm more confident in this pick than I am in this next one, which is why I kind of avoided this one because this is a matchup that I have really been thinking about. And this is a tough one, man. Because I look at the Eagles, and on the one hand, I think this 49ers defense can't actually be that good. Like, they have so many injuries. They just have so many guys that they're missing that there's just no way that they're really going to be good enough to handle this Eagles team that has so much talent on the other end. But then I think of that man, Kevin Patullo, and I think of Christian McCaffrey, and I think that I don't think either team really turns the ball over in this game. I think this is probably a really good game, and I think this is either a 42-38 type of game or a 21-17 type of game, and I'm kind of leaning towards like a 21-17 game. I think this is going to be a game that the Eagles kind of grounded out, the Eagles kind of win, but do I really think, well, the Rams aren't the higher seed, but I could see the 49ers winning this. I just don't really think that there are going to be 3 NFC West teams in the next round, but the 49ers are a very good team. It's just that, man, eventually I'm going to pick the talent of the Eagles. We saw them win a Super Bowl. We've seen this team prove it, and I'm just going to pick the talent because the talent at the end of the day is still there for this team. Going over to the AFC, Texans beat the Steelers. I genuinely think Aaron Rodgers is probably going to get sacked 8 times this game. The Texans defense is easily the best in the league. This team, not easily the best in the league, but this Texans defense is the best in the league in my opinion, and this is a very great defense. I think they absolutely suffocate the Steelers here, and I don't really care too much about the Texans' offense to talk about them, at least in this matchup, because the Steelers their passing game isn't great, and I mean, sure, Kenneth Gainwell and Jalen Warren, they can go off at the same time and everything like that, pause, but like the defense is not as great as like it has been in past years. It's good, but like it's not necessarily a great. It's not like one of the best in the league type of defenses or anything like that. The secondary solid, but then you look at the secondary's not that good. I don't know. The team's just not that good. I'm going to take the Texans. I don't need to talk too much about that matchup. I don't think it's going to be an unpopular opinion to take the Texans. But then things get tough again, dude. I'm going to go with the Patriots here. I think am I going to go with the Patriots? I'm going to go with the Patriots here, and I'm going to go with the Bills here. I want to talk about this Bills-Jaguars game first because I have a lot more thoughts about that game than I do about the Patriots-Chargers game, and let me tell you why. The Bills, outside of Josh Allen and James Cook, are the worst team in this matchup. The Jaguars have the better defense. The Jaguars have been the better team recently. The Jaguars have more impressive wins recently. The Bills do not have a good run defense at all. They don't have a good defense at all. They don't have any good pass catchers. And I'm kind of talking myself into actually switching this and going this way. But I picked bro. My homie asked me, asked the group chat a couple days ago, who do we think was going to be our Super Bowl prediction? Everything like that. Who's going to be in it? And I said Bills Rams. But, dude, I look at this Jaguars matchup, and this isn't an easy matchup, especially because you're not in Buffalo. You're in Jacksonville. Give me the Jags to upset the Bills in the first round, and give me the Chargers to upset the Patriots in the first round. Dude, I don't know why I'm switching this all of a sudden. I don't know what it is about me that's just randomly feeling this. I kind of want to go Patriots, actually. I'm going to go Patriots. I'm going to go Jags, and I'm going to go Patriots. Oh, man, this is so tough. But, dude, I gotta go Bills. This is Josh Allen's one chance, dude. The Bills got to make it, right? This is Josh Allen's one. See, the thing with me is I think this is the toughest matchup for the Bills. I don't think the Patriots are that tough of a match. I think the Patriots will beat the Bills at least in the playoffs, and I think the Bills will beat the Bills will beat the Patriots in the playoffs, and I feel low-key pretty good about the Bills to beat the Broncos here for no reason at all. These are the two teams that honestly, I don't think the Bills are that damn good, bro. I just don't know. I don't know. This is so tough for me because I watch the Jags and I want so hard to believe in what I'm seeing, but then I still look at this and I'm like, damn, if Josh Allen can't do it this year, then when can he ever do it? And that part of me just makes me want to believe, like, there's no way they go out there and they lose in the first round, but dog, they could. Give me the Jags, dude. I don't think the Bills are that good, and then this one I'm fighting with too because I'm weird with the Patriots. They don't have a ton of injuries or anything like that. They got a lot of off-the-field stuff going on, which kind of just give me the Patriots. I don't believe in the Chargers' offensive line. I don't believe in the Chargers' run game. I honestly don't believe in the Chargers' run defense all that much. I believe in the Chargers' defense a lot more than their offense, but the thing is the Patriots are one of the best running defenses in the league, so they're not going to let you run the ball. I don't think Drake May is going to really turn the ball over too much in this game. I don't think he's going to struggle too much turning the ball over in this game. And then the thing is, if it comes down to running game versus running game, if it comes down to you need one drive or one team has the ball and they need to close it out, they just need to go out there and take time off the clock, get 2 first downs, get a first down. I would trust the Patriots to do it more because I trust them to run the ball more. And I get Justin Herbert's been hooping recently. I understand that he's been hooping the whole season, but dude, just give me. I'm taking the Patriots. I don't believe in like any of these AFC teams. I'm not gonna lie. Like as I look at this AFC race, a big part of the reason I think that this stuff is so hard for me to decipher between isn't really because I believe in all of these teams a bunch, like the NFC, but I think it's more like I don't believe in many of these teams much. So it's hard for me to decipher who's more ass than who. Over here, give me the Rams. Listen. We lost in our last matchup versus the Seahawks on some crazy stuff. We beat them the first time. The Rams will be having some momentum coming off of that win against the Panthers. The Seahawks will be slowed down because they have not played in 2 weeks. I believe in the Rams, and trust me right now, this is the final thing I'm going to say about this game because I have nothing else to say about it. Sam Darnold is not beating Matthew Stafford in the playoffs. Let's move on. Eagles-Bears, I'm going to take the Eagles here. The Eagles are the better team. The Eagles are the more proven team. The Eagles have the more talented roster. I think the Eagles would struggle defensively in this game just because their pass rush wouldn't be able to get through, which makes me worry about how well they would really be able to stop the run and everything like that because I honestly don't think Jalen Carter would just dominate this Bears offensive line. And then in the run game at least, and then when it comes to the pass game, you don't really trust any of their edge rushers to get home, especially against these tackles on this Bears team that are good. Their secondary is good and their linebackers are cool, but it's really that D line that I really wouldn't trust against this Bears team. But then on the other side, I don't trust the Bears offense against the Eagles, and I think if it's like I said, if it comes down to that one possession game, I know the Bears were good in it up until their recent stretch, but just give me the Eagles, man. That one possession game, give me the team that has Saquon Barkley, AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts, and Devontae Smith over the team that this is their first year in the playoffs since the double doink. And this is a second-year quarterback. Yeah, give me the Eagles. Moving on to the other side, I got the Jags, man. I look at the Patriots, and I see that they're a good team. I respect them. They have some good wins, but I see a lot of this is because of their schedule. A lot of this is because they played that whole top 10 draft pick thing where it looks like the Patriots schedule, that's a real thing. And I don't think it's all because of that, but I do think that is a big part of why the Patriots are the 2 seed. And I think the Jaguars are the better team. I think the Jaguars are the more complete team. And I think the Jaguars have been playing better. I think the Jaguars have an offense that is going to be really tough for teams like the Bills and the Patriots the Bills don't have a good defense, but the Patriots have a solid run defense and they have Christian Gonzalez and everything like that. And they're a very good defensively coached They have a very good defensive-minded head coach, but I look at that Jags team and I think, man, the offense is dynamic. They do all of this without even getting all that production from BTJ, without even getting that production from Travis Hunter. And I understand that at some point I believe that's probably going to hurt the Jaguars. I don't necessarily think it would be against the Patriots. I would be more worried about the Jaguars in the Bills game or against whoever they face in the conference championship should they make it there than I would be worried about them in a potential matchup against the Patriots. I think of any of the teams that the Jaguars could potentially face outside of the Steelers, the Patriots are probably the easiest matchup for them, in my opinion. Texans, Broncos, now this is a tough one, man, because these are two phenomenal defenses, but this is the defense that I like more. This is the team that I trust more. I understand the offensive line sucks. I understand they can't run the ball, but the receivers are there. The quarterback is there. The defense is absolutely 100,000% there, and they give you all the energy in the world. Now, I understand Denver's going to have the advantage of all advantages of being up in Mile High and everything like that, and I feel you. Oh, and another thing with them Jaguars. Do I believe that one of these two teams is really going to the Super Bowl? Another thing with the Jaguars is Cam Little. I think Cam Little gives the Jaguars so much of just immediately just gives them an upper leg, no pun intended, on every matchup they're in because the dude's a freak. Do I really believe one of the Texans or the Jaguars is going to the Super Bowl? I think we have to look past that. I think I do. I don't think I can look at the name or the market or who's in the Super Bowl or anything like that because I just watched the Indiana Pacers and the OKC Thunder fight in the NBA playoff in the NBA championship last year. So I don't necessarily think that's what I can look at. Over here, I'll pick the Rams. I'm going to tell you, I've been saying this all season. If the Rams play the Eagles in the playoffs, we beat them. We lost to them last time because our special teams was terrible. We lost to them in week 3 of the season? This is not that team. This is not the same team that lost to them in week 3 of the season. The Rams, especially should we beat the Seahawks on the way to the Eagles, we beat the Eagles because the momentum that we would get beating the Seahawks, winning that divisional matchup, and especially after beating a good young team in the Panthers and building that momentum in that matchup would automatically have me psyched to go into Philly and beat the hell out of the Eagles after what Saquon Barkley did last year when he was tapping on his damn. It gets me hot, man. Do I trust the Jaguars to beat the Bills is the question this really goes back to, and I just don't know that I do. I just don't know that I do, man. When I look at this bracket, I look at this and I say there's no way the Bills don't. There's no way that the Bills fumbled this opportunity to that extent. There is no way that the Bills have a chance where there's no Patrick Mahomes, there's no Lamar Jackson, there's no Joe Burrow in the playoffs, and you lose in the first round of Trevor Lawrence. There's no way. I can't sit here and tell myself that I really, really genuinely believe that's going to happen. No matter how logically I may think it should happen, I can't sit here and say that I believe that. So now that's another matchup. But this one, I would take the Texans over the Patriots too. I think the Texans, that defense is just so absolutely insane. And I don't think the Patriots are anything so special defensively that I think that the Texans would just be outclassed on the other side of the ball. The Patriots defense is better than Houston's offense. Yes, don't get me wrong. But if it comes down to one offense needing one drive at the end of a game, I'm picking the Texans over the Patriots because the Texans wouldn't have to go against their own defense. The Patriots would have to go against Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter and Derek Stingley and Kamari Lassiter and Henry To'oTo'o and Azeez Al-Shaair. They got to go against them boys, Jalen Petrie and them boys. Whereas the Houston Texans, no matter what the Patriots throw at them on the other side of the ball, they don't have to go against them in that last drive. And then here, like I said, just give me the Bills, man. I think the Broncos are a good team, don't get me wrong, but like I said, there's no way that the Bills fumble this opportunity this badly. There's just no way. Now, none of these are going to be easy matchups for the Bills. The Bills are going to be damn near dead if they even make it to the conference championship, if they do have to go through Jacksonville and then Denver. Those are two extremely tough teams to beat for different reasons. And then if you have to go through Denver and then the Texans right after that, I just don't know how you really do it. Now, I think they would beat the Texans because their offense is good enough. Because at the end of the day, when you can run the ball down a team's throat the entire game, and when you have that quarterback that no matter how you may feel about him, he is one of the best in the league, you just have kind of a get-out-of-jail-free card at certain times. And I just don't think that I trust the Texans as much as I might love their defense. I don't think that I trust them quite enough in those last situations of a game or in a game to the magnitude of a conference championship against the Buffalo Bills. I just don't know that I trust them quite enough to where I'd be like, yeah, they would beat the Bills. And I keep looking at this bracket and something just looks off to me, dude. And I think it's this. I kind of want to do this. I kind of want to do this. My daughter's fine. She's with her mom. I can't think through why I want to do this. I'm trying to give y'all an explanation, dog, but I'm looking at this bracket and I'm like, it doesn't look like I can't picture it the way I had it before. I can't picture this. I can't picture this, man. Yes, I can, though. Low key, actually, I can. Low key, I can. I kind of want to pick the Chargers, but low key, I can't actually picture this. And then I would say the Bills would beat the Texans, and then Rams beat the Bills. I'm confident in this. It's this over here that's got, because I honestly believe toss up. Should they play? Toss up, should they play? Toss up, should they play? Whereas over here, it's like I see clearer avenues for these teams to win. Not really, though. Not really. Low-key, I might just get up out of here because I don't know, bro. I'm honestly, fighting for my life trying to figure out how I feel, how confident I am in this bracket. And honestly, I think the way that I have it right now looks the best. I don't think the Chargers win this game. I want to pick them, but at the same time, I really don't want to pick them. I think I feel I don't like the way it looks here, but when I look at it here, I'm like, okay, there's nothing too egregious here. There's nothing that I look at and I really say, are we sure? The one thing that I'm worried about as I look at this bracket is that maybe I'm not respecting these 2 1 seeds enough. Like, am I really 100% sure that both of these 1 seeds lose coming off the bye week? I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, damn, if I'm a 1 seed, the last 2 teams that I want to face are the Rams and the Bills. Like, if I'm the Broncos or the Seahawks, yeah, hand me the Bears, hand me the Eagles, hand me the 49. Do not give me the Rams. Do not give me the Bills. So, yeah, if I look at it and I'm saying that the 2 number 1 seeds are going to lose, yeah, I might not feel super confident in it. But if they're going to lose to teams like the Rams and the Bills, I say, okay, yeah, they're losing, but they're losing to teams that we all think of that could have been the 1 seed as well. If the Rams don't lose that bad game, don't have some of these bad losses that we have because of special teams or because Stafford threw 3 picks in that game versus Carolina or because of that 2-point conversion thing against the Seattle Seahawks in that game, we would have been the 1 seed. So it's like I can't look at them beating the Seahawks and be like, damn, it's not just 1 seed losing to a 5 seed. It's like the Rams were 1 game worse than them. So is it really the seeding all that matters? Let me know what y'all think about this. This was one of my sloppier like picks type of things. This was just one of those where I couldn't honestly make a decision. I honestly didn't feel super firm in any of them, so which makes me not feel super confident heading into this playoff run with my bracket and everything like that. But hey, bracket set. This is the last NFL picks video we will do for the rest of the season, so I hope y'all enjoyed it and everything like that, man. Let me know what y'all think, what type of things y'all want to see improve for the regular season. Let me know for the next regular season. Let me know what type of content y'all want to see in the playoffs. If y'all want to see me post any postseason NFL type of content, any recaps, anything like that. Other than that, man, I love it. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching as always. I'm about to go lock into this Rams game that starts in 4 minutes. Keep God first as always, all right? Yeah, I'm not going to go on a tangent right now.